everyone. Welcome to this, the fifth and final test stream before we do a real watch this while you do your art next week on Monday. My plan, today I'm starting at 1 p.m., but I think from what I've seen and from what I've experienced from this past week, what works best for me is starting this later in the day, but not too late, because I want to make sure that I'm fitting right into that space where I'm still in work mode. I'm still working, but it's not too early in the day because I still need to do other work, and it's also not too late at night because I also want to relax. So it has to be right in that middle section, and I think that for me right now, 2 to 5 makes the most sense. I think 2 to 5 is the best option for me, because if I start at 1 like I did today, that's me being like, I wake up, I do a little bit of work, I have my lunch, and then I'm like, well, I'm basically streaming. I should just go get ready for that. Which means that I'm not doing so much work because I'm only doing it from like 9 to 12. If I do it too late, then who knows what I'm going to end up doing later at night on Mondays. But if I do it from 2 to 5, that's just enough time for me to get a lot of work finished in the morning and then get goofy with it. Get goofy with it for the last 3 hours of the day on Mondays. So I think that's my plan. But this brings me to what today's stream is all about. If I bring us over to the PC, I should probably... I guess I'll keep it in this little space. I love to see my two guys right here. Today, my plan is to make some buttons. I gotta make some buttons. I've already been practicing earlier today. Here's me pressing my buttons. Look at how I'm able to press my buttons right now. Now it has reverb. Now it doesn't have reverb. You can hear PC audio. Now you can't, but there's no music, so you wouldn't be able to tell anyway. So this is buttons, and we can flip between them, and they're doing pretty good, especially when I come to this one. Also, did you notice that my green screen worked today? It's still a little bit sparkly on the edges, but it's close enough. Thank you, by the way, to Nodgepodge96 for gifting a sub. Very kind. Very kind. Let's make some buttons, shall we? Which means that, soundboard. Soundboard is what I'm aiming for. I think we're looking for either a soundboard or... No, I've got a better idea. Here's what I'm gonna do. First thing that we're gonna do is swap over to this really quickly. I'm going to make a new thing, which is going to be called screenshots, okay? And this is literally just so that way I can get clean shots of my face on the stream, okay? And so that means I need to get rid of all of these other things. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, keep getting rid of it all. I need to just have my face really big. In fact, I guess what I can do is I can just reset transform. There I am. That's me. And then I'll go ahead and bump these in really quickly, just so that way I can get just my face in here. And then I'll also get rid of the screen behind it, so that way I can put a fake green screen in behind this. This is a silly thing to do, but I think this is gonna work best, because then I can bring these videos into my into After Effects, and then I can use them as overlays. So here's let's just do a test right now, so you can all see what I'm working with right now. So you can all understand my ideas here. Let me just get that good sort of chroma green looking green. Beautiful. It's gonna get real bright behind everything in the meantime. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, wow, my green screen is not working as well as I'd hoped, but that's okay. I've learned this is just a test. This is just a test right now. Let me edit these filters really quickly. Make it a little smoother. Make it a little less similar. Okay. No. I mean, that's just getting worse, isn't it? All right. Well, you know what? We're doing this as a test anyway. We're going to see if we can make this thing work. Shall we? Why is the chat box looking like this right now? I have no idea. It's so strange. There we go. Now it's back to normal. Anyway. Okay. Now if I'm correct about this, I should be able to do something like this really quickly. I'm going to record this and it should work. Hey, I'm testing here. All right. Now that's probably going to be perfect. That's probably exactly what I was looking for. We'll come back to my PC screen and let's see if I can mess around with this really quickly in After Effects. I have a feeling that that's going to be a very useful button for me. I don't care about these issues. I'm testing things. That's what this whole stream's about, folks. Let's see how well streaming and using After Effects goes for this. I should have enough memory for both of those things. Whoa! It's okay. I don't have enough cache. Yes, that's okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're all good. New project. Now I gotta make it smaller so that way you all can see what I'm doing. Boop. And bring this on up so it fills my whole screen. And bingo. Okay, we're good. That should be fine. Yeah. No, you can do pages. That's what it's all about in this. You don't need the big one. You don't need the big one with Stream Decks. You can get the small one so long as you're willing to jump through to different folders within the space. But we'll see that today. I'm going to practice that today. Let's go ahead and import. I think this should be in my captures. Oh, no, it's just in my videos. Great. Perfect. And let's just make a new comp from selection. How am I sounding in this? I'm testing here. I'm testing here. Yeah, that worked out great. I'm testing here. My audio's a little bit off, isn't it? But that's okay. I can do this. This is the lazy man's version of what you should do. In here. That's closer. Maybe it's just one. I'm testing here. No, it's a little before that. Yeah. I'm testing here. Too early. In here. I'm testing. One more. I'm testing here. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. And so now all I need to do for this to make this work well is, you know what? Actually, I was gonna key out the background. I'm not gonna do it for this. I'm not gonna key out the background. I'm gonna keep this exact this background in there, and then I will, because if I were to export it with transparency behind it, it makes it like a 8 gig file, and that's gonna be ridiculous. I don't want it to be that much. I want it to be I need it to be relatively easy to load, and so I'm gonna let Streamlabs do the keying, and that should hopefully make it a little bit better. We'll see. All right, I'm testing here, really important, but let me just go ahead and add a quick little position and scale to this. I'm testing here. Good. Scale can start smaller. I'm gonna make a new layer in here real quick. That's just a solid, and it's gonna be this exact same color. So that way it's still throughout. There's the green underneath it. And so now I can even take this one and let's put a little mask over it so it's just grabbing my face. So it's just about there. Okay, no, sorry. Go back to this. Cool. I can make this a little smaller, I guess. Cool. I mean, I guess I can try to get my hair in this. About there is fine. And my headphones, why not? I'll get all of that in there, and then I'll just do a quick little feather on this mask, a nice 10 pixel, no, not 100 pixel, just a 10 pixel feather. Okay, and now I'm testing here. That's good, but I can start this from smaller. I can start this from nope, wrong side. Let's make this smaller first. And let's have it spin. Let's have it spin, you know what I mean? No sense in not spinning. And then have a little follow through actually might be the better option. And then have it fade out. That'll work really well, I think. Bring the rotation over to this point. How's that looking? I'm testing here. It can start further along. It can start from like this. I'm testing here. Great. And then that'll just fade out. We'll start with something like this. I'll start with the opacity at 0. Bring it up to 100. And then slowly fade that opacity back down. Okay. I'm testing here. That'll be beautiful, I think. That'll be really, really quite nice. I'm testing here. I'm testing here. And then that'll be really important for me to put a big font over top of this. Let's do a I'm testing here. Great. Let's make sure that that is a different color. Start that in black for now, but it won't stay that way for long. Let's get a good font in here, like Wingdings. Let's do what's the font that we've been using? What's the font we've been using this entire time? I've completely forgotten about it. Bauhaus 93. Bauhaus 93, that's the one. Yeah, I was using Jokerman for a while. Chiller's always great. We always love a good chiller in this house. But for me, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Let's just do this. My favorite thing in the world. Animate, enable per character 3D. Transform. Let's put in a, I don't need this to be like that right now. First things first, let's just put the position in as it is. Let's give it a stroke too, because I do need to make sure that we can actually read this. I need to find a nice color that I can remember all the time. A color that I can keep coming back to. And maybe I just choose it based on the hex code. If there's a good, what's a good? What are hex codes always? Okay, no, there's a bunch of different options for hex codes. I mean, 42069 is obvious. What is that color? Let's see if that's a fun color. It's kind of a boring color, I'm gonna be honest with you all. It's just a very deep navy. I mean, of course we could do boob 69 too. We're doing the good stuff. Oh, now that's a fun one. That's a good one. I mean, you could just do the classic. I mean, oh, I guess if it is it just always. Okay, all right, I see what's going on. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I mean, that's okay. I guess I could just do that so that way I always remember the hex code that I use. It's just always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then that's an easy thing for me to remember. I never have to think about it. No, fill over stroke. Great. Anyway, let's introduce a wiggle, or let's first do a position pass on this. Oh wait, what? Why are you? Oh, I see what's happening. I don't want this to be 3D anymore. Turn this off. Thank you. Okay. Where's the anchor point? No, it is. It's in the right spot. What? Is this? What is this? Oh, I'm not in 1080p. That's why. Okay. So I need it to be 640/360. Well, that's unfortunate because I was, well, you know what? I mean, I can, who cares about, I can do this as I can just change that right now. I can change the composition settings right now and make it 1920 by 1080. And we just do it like that, and I'll have to change some of the positioning that I've done originally, but that's how this business works. Already off to a great start.
I'm testing here.
Great, and then I just need to make the screen solid way bigger. There we go. Much better. Bingo.
I'm testing here.
I gotta say, this is really picky, but I don't love the fact that my I need to change the anchor point of this, or else I'm gonna lose my brain. I'm gonna lose my mind. I need to put it right in the center so that way I'm spinning in the center. There we go.
I'm testing here.
A little bit better.
I'm testing here.
Okay, that's great. Really looking good right now. Animate that. We'll just do a nice little wiggly selector. You know I love a good wiggly selector. And then I just make it like this. That's great. And then I'll increase the space between them so that way they bounce around a little bit better.
I'm testing here.
That's beautiful. And then I'll just go ahead and make these also move with the scale, you know? I'll have them just come up and get as big as they can, and then they hang out there for a bit. So ease in. That seems good.
I'm testing here.
And then again, also, we'll just do a quick little opacity shift. This can hit 100 faster, and then once it lands, it starts to fade back out. And bingo! 0 opacity! Great. So now,
I'm testing here. I'm testing here.
let's see if this works, shall we? I don't need to save this. I mean, maybe I should, but let's just no. Well, I don't want this to be the best settings. I want this to. Yeah, I guess. Well, no, it's fine. Thank you, Rambler. No, it doesn't change. I know one accent, and it's that one. So you always got to do that one. Skip the tour. I don't care about these things. All right. Put it in the media encoder queue. All right. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can export a video while streaming. This is going to be the real test of how much power this PC has. I can already hear it starting to whir. This is going to be fun. Oh, did media encoder just fully freeze? Yeah. Not the first time this has happened, Adobe. Thanks. There we go. We're all right. We survived. And then I'll put this in a new thing and it'll be called buttons. Testing. Render it. Will it be fast? Let's see. Will it work? We'll see. It's not looking good. Yep. It's giving me the circle. The real question is, what's it doing to the stream itself? Okay, no, it's going. It's going. It seems like it's working. Okay. Hey, stream is not losing frames. Okay. It might have worked. It might have worked. Let's take a look, shall we? I will save this. I said I wasn't going to, but I'll just call it Buttons Project. And now what I need to do is make a new folder. Create a folder, and we'll call this Buttons. Because we know that this is where the cool buttons go. And so now I put in to this first button, we're going to make a new thing right now. I'm going to add it to my, to the Stream Deck itself. If you've never done this, you know what? Actually, I will just show you how this is. This is going to be really hard to look at for half a second because you all are going to see my Stream Deck or my Streamlabs as I am editing the Streamlabs. So here we are. How's it going, everybody? It's going to be really weird to look at for just a half a second. Let me see how much bigger I can make this on my screen. Okay, so that's about where we're going. This is going to be fun to look at. Okay, what I do is I make a new source. I pull up the new source. I add a new media file. I'm going to add that. I'm going to call this one Testing. I pull up the file, which is going to be in my video section. We just did that. It's in Buttons, Testing. I'm testing here. Okay, so that was probably pretty loud. Sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully not super, super loud, but I think that's okay. And now, what I have to do is go into here. Let's edit the filters. We're going to get a color key. And if I can, I'll custom color it to the correct... What was the color of this? What was this color? What was this green solid? Sorry, I'll do it like this. 00FF31. Oh, dang it. It doesn't work like that. Well, it's close enough. I bet it's fine if I just use the green that they use. And now I'm going to just trigger this one more time. Let's see if this works better.
I'm testing here.
Okay, it didn't go through, did it?
I'm testing.
There we go. That's better. That's what I was talking about. Ooh, I kind of like what happened in the last bit of that. I'm also gonna really quickly hop into this if I go into this thing, I can put on monitor and output, which allows me to hear it better for myself. Let's hear this one more time.
I'm testing here.
But it might be a double thing because it's also coming through my PC audio. But hopefully it's not too loud. If that seems okay, chat. I'm not 100%. It's not doubled at all. All right, then that should be okay. And now all I need to do is I'm going to make a new folder in this. Oh, sorry, it's not through here. It's not a new source. New folder. And this will be called buttons. And then this allows me to bring it into all of my new things. If I put the buttons into the button folder, go into the buttons folder. Go. There. Go into the buttons folder. Okay, then every time I add a new button, I'm going to be able to copy and paste my buttons folder into any of the other scenes that I have. But now let's go ahead and make that button, shall we? We'll call this one testing because that's what it is. And we have to use it as a new source, I believe is the thing that I'm looking for. Testing. And then I pull it from this, and it should be not in pause screen. It should be in... Oh, wait a second, because if it's... Maybe not. I think that might not be actually what I'm going to do, because if I... Yeah, delete this for a second. This is... If I'm using a soundboard, this is the thing that I'd prefer to have, is like a soundboard style thing. But I think it has to be audio, right? I can't use this in a soundboard, can I? Okay, let's see. Is it playing the audio through anything right now? Maybe this works. No, this is not gonna work. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I guess I would keep this on my PC screen version. No, this is scene. Sorry. Whoops, I did the wrong thing. Source. Source is what I'm looking for. Testing. I guess, again, I'd want this on my PC screen, and then buttons testing is the thing that I would do.
I'm testing here.
Okay. That worked relatively well.
I'm testing here.
I can also, I'm going to fix that keying a little bit more. But the button is working, which is what I was going for. Edit my filters. Make the smoothness a little bit better. Let's see how that looks now with better smoothness.
I'm testing here.
Way closer. Let's see what the similarity looks like now.
I'm testing here.
Oh, that's fun. That's kind of fun. Let's see what's going on here.
I'm testing here.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun. That's good enough. I appreciate the weird fade out as it goes. So now if I bring this away... No, not like that. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Now I've moved it away from that little section. And now, if ever I'm in a situation where I'm like, oh, here I am, I'm just making some stuff, and then something, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. What do? I come over here and I say,
I'm testing here.
But the problem with this is that if I go over to, say, this full screen version, and I try to do the same thing, I think it's going to pull me into the PC screen. No, it's not. It's not going to. In fact, what it's going to do is it's just going to arm it, so when I go to the PC screen, it's going to autoplay.
I'm testing here.
Okay. So that's the unfortunate part about these buttons, is that although I can prime them, I am only able to do this in one specific scene that I'm currently a part of, which is good. But maybe, as much as I love to say,
I'm testing here,
I also want to make it clear it might be easier to just keep the soundboards. Well, I don't think I've ever used a soundboard version. Let's see. I've never used this as a potential thing, so I don't know how it works. Here's a new test, and if I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to, I mean, let's just put in, let's put in my Believe song, shall we? Action, play, stop, no fade, output goes through normal default, I guess, which should mean that it's going to show up in my PC audio if I press something like this. Okay. So it plays it, and if I stop it... Okay. And it's cool that it doesn't show up on the actual thing, but on here... I can show you, if I can bring it over to the thing in time. No, I can't really. It shows the amount of time that this clip is going to take, which is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But I can press it down, stop now. So that's, okay, that's pretty fun. And maybe, and that works on all of my screens, right? Like if I were to come over to full cam and then press the same button. No, it won't, because I don't have my PC audio on this one. Okay. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Is that this plays in my headphones and on my PC. And so in order to do that, I need to make sure that I have my PC audio on all of these things. Okay. So now it should work. Okay, it does. Okay. That's pretty good. I like that. But, as I always say,
I'm testing here.
I'm testing here, and I'm gonna have to figure out some new things. I mean, maybe for the rest of this stream, I'm gonna take suggestions from you all, and I'm gonna make an Ableton project, and we're gonna build a soundboard. So what I need you all to do is come up with things that you think I would need to be able to use a soundboard for. Something that I'm going to immediately, like, obviously, you know we love a good, like, right? Like, that's pretty great. But Ratbot was a classic one. But we got to have just good stingers from the things that we're making here. I'll close off After Effects because that's probably eating up my memory right now. I mean, I'm loving these good. Just a good punch noise is pretty good. I mean, let's make a punch noise. Let's make a good. Ooh! I think, I mean, the closer I can get to like shock jock DJ stuff, a good like, right? Like those are always good in there. What? Those are always important. That's a good noise. So let's just go ahead and and a wooga. A wooga has to come first. You are absolutely right, Llama Apocalypse. Llama Apocalypse. I'm sorry, I've tried my best to pronounce your name well, but I didn't read it. But we need to have a good awooga, which I think is good. Oh, Violation would always be fun. I mean, Tim Allen. I can't do that. What's so funny? I will never put what's so funny into this. I will never do that. But I will start this process right now. Okay. Let's get an awooga. How about, you know what? Okay. Folks, we're gonna have to ahooga horn is what I'm looking for. Correct. Awooga sound effect from Free Sound Effects, the YouTube. That's good, but it's not the one that I want. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that one. I love Goofy car honk sound effect. The world of free YouTube sound effects is a beautiful thing.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax.
Also, I just want to point out, sorry, before we listen to that TurboTax ad, you can see that I've currently, all that I have on my recommended are an Ableton Live a tutorial, a bunch of Awooga sound effects, and of course Neil Ciceriga's Wow Wow, which is the song that I always play in order to test to make sure that my PC audio is working on stream. It's one of my favorite ones. No, that's not what I want. It's just... I'm just trying to find cartoon Awooga sound effect. I mean, that's the one that I was looking for. That's the one that I was looking for. And it says that it's fair use, so I'm gonna assume that it is fair use. I'm just gonna assume that that's what it is. Let me just go ahead and make sure that I got that sound effect downloaded. Ready for me? Thank you, Rambler, by the way. Yeah, we do have to get a good boing noise. You're right. I think, well, let's start with Awooga. And we'll see what happens. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let me just get this single noise, please. I just need to get this extracted. We'll just put it right in here for now. Fantastic. Yes, thank you. Got my cartoon Awooga sound effect, which will be very important. I'm gonna make 2 different Awooga sound effects. I've already decided, and I'm not gonna tell you what the second one is going to be until until I start it. Until I make it. That's just gonna be a little surprise, okay, everybody? Let's see. I've never dragged and dropped any sound effects into this. If I just do this, will it automatically do it for me? Okay. Yeah. That was probably extra loud because it's coming through the PC audio, and there we go. Now it should be less loud. Okay. Yeah, sorry about all the Windows noises that keep popping up. I've learned my lesson, which is that I need... I mean, maybe I should just go ahead and get Voice Meter Banana on this, because I need certain things to trip, but I shouldn't have just all of my PC noises coming through. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if I can get a good... I'm trying to get a nice... you know, I'm putting all the cartoon horny sounds in. The sounds that they use in cartoons to make things, to make you know that people are being horny. Cartoon horny sounds. We know what I'm talking about. Oh, I didn't even arm it. So that one was just for free. That one was just for free. Y'all got that one for free. Gotta put in a wolf whistle. Absolutely, we need a wolf whistle and a boing. We'll put in another, I'll just go ahead and duplicate this track. Something like that. It's funny because it's easier to do it with my strange noise, or my strange way of whistling, which is I've learned how to do, you know how people can do this with their fingers in their mouth and they do loud whistles? I learned how to do that, and then I learned how to do it without my fingers, which is just doing it like this. And then I couldn't figure out how to do it again by doing like the finger version. And so now I've learned too much and now I can't get back to it. But I want to be able to use that sound effect, or that type of whistle. We'll see how it goes. There we go. That's the better one. I did it in the wrong audio file. I meant to arm this one. That one was for free as well. That was a terrible whistle. Ugh. I can't even... Great. I gotta get one of those in. I mean, maybe I'll just do that also with my voice. How about... I was gonna try to find a good sound effect, but I just did it perfectly, so... That'll be good, I think. Oh, you're right. We do need a crashing noise followed by a cat going roar. We have to do that, but that one, you know what? I'm sorry. I've changed my mind. I downloaded this cartoon Ahuga, and I think it's pretty good. But I think I need to do everything myself today. If I'm not doing every single sound effect from scratch, what's the point of this? Right? Because as I always say, I'm testing here. And there's no point in me testing here if I'm not making it from scratch, okay? That's how that sound effect sounded to me. The cartoon Awooga sound effect sounded like that. That's the... Gotta do the right one. You can see how red my face just got from laughing. But also that is just because of how bad I've done the color correction on this. But okay. Gotta get the... This will be good. This will be good. Thank you. Phoenix is dead again. Welcome. Okay. Oh no, I peaked again. I was thinking I wasn't doing it. Okay, let me do this again. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop. I'll keep that in the track. Okay, didn't quite work, but that's all right. Okay, I gotta make it so that way I can, yeah, I'll just, I gotta get a little closer. I clipped again. I'm too loud. Okay, pretty good. We got our awooga. I got our awooga noise coming in hot. I'll just delete this part because that's fine. And now I need to practice with my audio effects abilities, right? And I gotta mess around with the audio of this. Can I make it like more tinny or something? I don't know. I guess the way that I would do that would be like a weird little EQ or something. Or no. High pass is probably what I'm aiming for this one, right? No. Is it count? Well, I guess I just do that through an EQ. Just do that through an EQ is fine. Or an auto. What does autofilter do? No. I don't need that filter. That's not what I want. I just want a normal EQ. Just give me a normal EQ. I'll just do it myself. Turn down the lows. I mean, pretty good. I should probably have one space. I probably should have a space in here, shouldn't I? But this will be good. And now I need to make my noise, which is important also. So I'll just do that really quickly. You can hear all of me turning off the recordings bits of like tapping the keys at the end of it, but that's okay because I'm getting rid of them right now. And now this one I'm going to change the formant on so that way I can get into... Does that count through? Formant plus 5 will be fine. Probably. That's pretty good. Pretty good already. Listen through this. No. I mean, I guess I just can grab a delay pedal real quick. That comes in later. I gotta say, that's a pretty good boy. I think I did a pretty good job of that. Not to toot my own horn, but that's me tooting my own horn and saying I did a pretty good boy. This has got to come a little bit earlier. This also has to come in a little earlier. There you go. I mean maybe that's the sound effect already, right? Cartoon running noise is a good idea, Dave J. The like, right? The like, they're running the. How'd you even do that? I mean, I guess you would just like tap out with like shoes or something. Right? Like, how do I make? Yeah, the boogity boogity running noise. You know what I'm talking about. It's bongos? Is it just bongos? The like. I mean, I'm sure they have a conga or something in here as an instrument that I could probably use as a drum. Like. Percussion core kit. I guess I could probably do something like this. This one might work if I were to bring it into like this MIDI. I need to not have any of that. I want no reverb. I gotta get. Let me look up Hanna-Barbera running sound. I'm sure somebody has the running fast sound cartoon sound effect. That's it. Oh, that's such a good sound effect. Right? Like, and you gotta have the right? You have to have that. It's like but you need to have the chicka 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 chicka. You hear that like in the background of it. There's like a little. Sad trombone. I mean, these are all really good sound effects noises. I'm wondering, okay, Do we say that this is a good enough first sound effect of the awooga? Does that sound good? Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to turn up the microphone again. My bad. My bad. I always forget to have... the problem is that my microphone... This is how loud the microphone should be for the stream. And then you could see how easily I can clip on this. Ugh, what can you do? Yeah, I do need to... I mean, maybe instead of a lip roll... Let's make this one just put a filter on it really quickly. I just want it to be kind of spooky. I just want it to be kind of spooky in the background. You know how it is. Cut. Oh, move. What does this do? I mean, that was pretty good already. Make it a little louder. That's fun. Now, yeah, I did just turn into a Splatoon character, didn't I? With a lot of beans. Very true. What kind of sound effects should I put on? I mean... I really don't need to be putting like phasers and stuff onto this, but I want to. Wow, that's the noise Optimus Prime makes when he sees a hot Autobot. I've made this weirdly robotic now. I've added too many things. I gotta bring this back. Something like that. I mean, maybe I get rid of this. I loved this. I love the awooga, but maybe maybe just make it awooga, right? Because that's what it has to be. I'm gonna keep it in the same Decepticon or in the Optimus Prime voice, but what happens if I just do a nice awooga? It's gonna be so loud. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Please remind me to turn up my microphone in just a second. Awooga! Awooga! Alright, once again, that was for nobody. Awooga! Thank you, Marika Stridey. I mean, maybe that's still Optimus Prime doing that. That's great. I gotta have more gravel in the awooga. You're right. What kind of distortion we got in this? What kind of distortion y'all got in here, huh? Surely there's it's in drive probably, right? What's final distortion? What does this one do? This might be too loud. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I take it back. Maybe I don't want any of these. Thank you for reminding me to turn my microphone back up. I did it. I did it faster this time. Still not perfect, but pretty all good. What does hot tubes do on this? This could be fine. This could be fine. That's great. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think that's perfect. This needs to be a higher pitch because it's getting lost in there. It sounds like a moo. So I need to pitch that thing up. I hop in here, I press into the audio, and I literally move the pitch up. Okay. A little bit louder. All right, there we go. Now this is a perfect first audio. Perfect first clip right here. Absolutely nailed it. Let me just go ahead and put this into my thing, into my stream already, because I really need to make sure that this is in my stream immediately, you know? No, wrong. Sorry. Still a little too loud. I'm clipping in the final bit of this. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be good. That'll be good, I think. And so now if I export this audio, and it should be just the length of this, which is, I guess, exactly one measure. I'll keep it as a WAV file, I guess. And I'll put this in as, I'll make this into a new folder, and this will be called Soundboard. Okay. All right, so now Awooga is done, and if I bring it into my soundboard,
I'm testing here.
that's of course not the soundboard thing that I need here, but I'm gonna go ahead and change this one to Awooga. Not believe. No. It's in music. Why am I splitting these things up? It doesn't matter. Can y'all hear that? No, you can't, because it's in PC audio. Okay, so if that's what's happening, I need to... I mean, I do have voice meter. I could start trying to build out an actual sound. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's... Oh, man. So this is called voice meter. And this is a digital mixer. And right now, what I have is I have nothing coming into this at all. And it's a bit confusing if you're looking at it for the first time, or if you are like me and you looked at it the last time maybe about a year or two ago. So you don't really remember what's happening. I don't really remember. But if I were to take this and have it feed through my voice meter input, right? Like up here's this thing. I could maybe get it so that way I don't need it to be coming through my speakers. Or I could just accept this, and I could accept that I need to always turn on my PC audio before coming in here and doing. Which is pretty good. I could use it as a virtual audio cable. Yes, meatballs, but that's what I haven't done yet. This is like the thing that I've used this for was when I needed to produce live streams that required different like Discord inputs and stuff. So basically what's really good for this is like if I were to take something and pull in, I don't know, I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing this on stream anyway because I'm going to mess around with the audio too much. But if you bring in certain things, then you can have you can change the volume input for one app and then change it for the other as well. So that way everything is kind of in the right space. It's a much more professional and good way to mix your audio if you're doing streaming. I don't do it because I'm lazy. And so if you are trying to do things like that, Voicemeeter is extremely helpful for that. We'll see if I ever get to that point. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing that, but we'll see. In the meantime, that'll have to do. So let's get back to this, and I'm just going to save these as one set. Because now what I can do is make a new thing over here in at measure 3. And let's go ahead and make these guys all get small now. So that way I don't have to think about them anymore. And then let's talk about maybe making that... Let's see if I can get that Hanna-Barbera running sound off the ground, right? Let's see if I can do this. That's a hard thing to do. Let's see what I can make out of this. If I just do something. And then I record over that as well. I mean, I guess I could also just do this literally without having to do both of those tracks like I just did. Let's just see if I just take these ones and I duplicate them up, can I make... I'd have to mix this up a little bit, but that's okay because I'm capable of doing that. I am capable of doing that. It's pretty good. So is it just in triplets? Is that what's going on? Right? Like, I mean, I guess I can do... Oh, you know what? Sorry, I forgot, everybody. This is what I was going to do first. I'm glad that I have that in my soundboard already. I think I'm going to be very helpful. But I mentioned that I'm trying to make sure that I have a secondary version of Awuga, which is what I'm about to do right now, which is pretty easy for me to accomplish, I think. Because all I need to do is this. Great. And this one is going to be a slightly more sentimental Awuga, which is, I think, what I need to see. I gotta make sure that I am I'm making this nice and sentimental. And the way that I'm going to do that is by taking the original version, which was at like 104 or whatever, and then just go ahead and drop that down real low. Now that's great. And now all I need to do is put a ridiculous amount of reverb and filters over all of them. In fact, maybe what I could do, can I do that just in the master if I just keep the same thing and I do... Can I put audio effects on the master? Does that work? I'm about to find out something right now. that I'm not. This is so new to me. Let's put it in a cathedral. It does. It does affect everything, huh? In this one too. That's pretty good. But what I think, I mean, that was pretty good already, but I need to make sure that I'm... Maybe I'll just drop it on all of them so that way they all get it separately. Because that's very fun. That's fun. This needs to be a lot quieter if I'm going to do that. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on the big version, on the master, I'm going to put a an envelope somewhere. That's a spooky awooga right there. But let's change some of these audios to be a little bit less loud. It's become less sentimental and it's become more spooky. I think that maybe I won't do that. It is a nightmare awooga. What if I... Yeah, it does sound like an indie game monster. Awooga, maybe a maybe like a what about what happens if I do it, if I put in a vocoder that... No, that would be too much work. How about if I get like... Well, that's not what I'm gonna be doing. You can't even tell what that was in the first place. You wouldn't even be able to know what was going on in there. I'm just, you know what? Let's just go ahead and export it right now. You know what? I'm not opposed to immediately doing this. Start it from 3, go until 4, and then... No, go until 5 actually. That's where I want. Yeah, that'll do the whole version of that, and that should be okay. And if I were to... Nightmare awooga. Let's go ahead and see what I can do here. Nightmare awooga. Pull in the correct file. No, sorry, I always forget where I've put my awoogas. I've lost my awoogas. Okay, so now I've got normal awooga. And then I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I still give it an awooga. What happens if I play them both at the same time? I can't play them both at the same time. There we go. That'll do it. This is good. Now we're really into it. Exactly, McTurtles. When a smoking hot wraith floats by. Okay. Well, that was pretty good.
I'm testing here.
I'm still testing here, so let's get back to what I was doing before, which was very important. But I need to make sure that I'm doing the correct style of triplets. I guess I could just do it like that. I could do triplets within this section, shall I? Thank you, The Village, for subscribing. Much appreciated. By the way, I don't think I've said this before, but thank you to the people who have already subscribed to me. But if you'd like to subscribe to a better thing than my Twitch, you should go to my Patreon, because that's where I actually do my posting. And also, this is what this stream is about. If you've come in and you're very confused, congratulations. That's what the point of this stream is. That's the point of the stream! I need to make that a button. That's an important part of this. I need to make sure I have a "that's the point of the stream" button. And so I'll make sure I put that in there. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I'll put this back down now. Don't need to do that. But this is a stream where I make weird art and then you also use it in the background. You don't have to pay attention to this stream. It's not a very important visually stream. This should be good. Thank you, by the way, Rambler. Yeah, no, I was on it. I knew I needed to have a "that's the point of this stream" button at some point. In fact, let me just go ahead and make that one right now, shall we? Let's just make that one real fast. This is an easy one to make. That's the point of the stream! I gotta get as far away as possible from my microphone. That's the point of the... Okay, I'm still peaking from all the way back there, so I'm gonna have to turn down the microphone a little bit. That's the... Still. That's the point of the stream! Okay, good. That's the point of the stream! Wasn't even in the correct section. I will be doing that forever. That's the point of this... Oh, I'm still peaking. That's the... Oh my gosh, I'm still peaking. I'm so far away. That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! Okay. Turning up my volume on my microphone again. That's the point of the stream! I can turn off the metronome. That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! I like both of those. I like having both of those. I do need a... I'm still peaking. I'm clipping left and right over here. That would be a good button. Now let's go ahead. I think I need both of these. Originally I was like, I'll just choose one, but now that I've heard how I performed them so differently, you know what I'm saying? Like I made some choices, some real acting choices in this. Because this one is just telling you that's the point of the stream. That's the point of the stream! And then the second one is, oh, I'm sorry, did you not realize? That's the point of the stream! And I feel like I'm going to need to get both of them. I was going to say I could have you guys vote on which one you think is more useful, but the first time I'm explaining. Second time I'm like, come on! And I think I need both of those, just in case. You know? So let's go ahead and put some, let's go put some, let's put some vocoder on it. Not right now. That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! Just make it chromatic. That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! Yeah. Just intonation. What does that mean? That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream! Yeah, there we go. I think I like that on the intonation version is very fun.
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
Let's hear it in Alien Warlord.
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
I mean, maybe we do it as Alien Warlord. How do we feel about that? I like that a lot. I mean, what does big chorus do for me?
That's the point of the stream!
I mean, maybe I do it as a chorus. That's fun too.
That's the point of the stream!
Night chorus.
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
But make it a minor pentatonic.
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
And maybe I'll do that. I kind of like it in the night chorus, minor pentatonic. This is very fun. Anyway, all right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it in that one. Let's go ahead and put this back. I'm into that. It's true, Ryan Snurr. Thank you also, Didelphus Virginiana. I do like, I mean, it does sound, that is the name of, is this the Alien Warlord? When I flip into this, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, oh yeah. This right here, that's what those two boys.
That's the point of the stream!
I mean, that's Night Chorus, but here's Alien Warlord.
That's the point of the stream!
It's pretty great. Nah, I'm keeping it Night Chorus. Who am I kidding? I was too big of a fan of this one.
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
Great. And now all I need to do is put in a little reverb. I'll put this one over here first, because this one's going to be a little faster, and then this one can come after. Right there.
That's the point of the stream!
Close this off. Let's do a little reverb. Reverb. How about large hall?
That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream!
I like that because with the minor pentatonic, it sounds like a little sparkly. Like a little like, it's like, what this should be saying is like, reading is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Right? Like that's what I think that this should say. Let me just hear how that sounds really quickly. No, don't record over the things that I've already recorded. This one over here. Reading is knowledge and knowledge is power. Reading is knowledge and knowledge is power. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I'm thinking about. A little, like, the more you know. It's got a little... Listen up now. I mean, maybe that's an important one. Everybody listen up now. Turning it down. Everybody listen to me now. Everybody listen now. Everyone be quiet and listen to me right now. Everybody be quiet and listen to me right now. Everybody be quiet and listen to me right now. That seems like an important one to have too. Bringing up the microphone again so you can hear me.
That's the point of the stream!
That's great.
That's the point of the stream! Everybody be quiet and listen to me right now!
Great. Perfect. We've nailed it. All right, let's go ahead and export these really quickly. Control-Shift-R is what that is. I should just know this. Control-Shift-R. All right, and then I will take it from 5 until 7, basically, I guess. 7, not that far. I guess that's where we're aiming for. Whoops. Okay. Let's see if I did this right. This is 0.1. And then Control-Shift-R again. I'm sure that there's a better way for me to do this, but I haven't figured it out yet, so sorry. There we go. Export. Export. This is 0.2. And then we have everybody be quiet and listen to me now. And that was from 9 until 11 or so. Okay. All right, very important buttons that I'm making right now. Okay, so now what I'll probably do is put 0.1 right here. And this one will be, as I have already stated, 0.1. 0.2. And then finally, quiet. Just pull it in. It should auto-populate the name, not believe. Quiet. Great. Okay, so now I have some really important ones, such as this. That's pretty good. And if somebody comes in and is like, "Hey, is Brian just doing kind of random stuff right now? I don't understand what's happening right now." Oh, wait a second. Is this still? Why did this export as a 27-second sound?
That's the point of the stream.
Those are all. These are normal lengths. This one's also 19 seconds long.
That's the point of the stream.
I don't think these are going to have visuals because, unfortunately, well, no, I don't think that these are able to have visuals because if I'm doing it, the reason why I wanted to have a soundboard is because that means anytime I go anywhere, if I come over to this screen, oh no, my buttons. I gotta make sure that I don't split up my sentence right in the middle of the word buttons. I need to make sure that if I'm streaming, I shouldn't be doing this. These buttons are working fine. That's great. But these buttons are not. Why? Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Why? How come? How come that button works fine? And then I come back here and I go, what? 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 Well, this is what I was talking about, though, is that if I come over here, I should still be able to press. Oh, wait a second. Is it because... No, it's not. I thought I figured something out. I did not figure something out. I didn't figure something out, but I'm slowly figuring out stuff, and
That's the point of the stream.
that's the point of the stream. We remember.
That's the point of the stream.
Oh, that plays both of them at the same time. That played all three of them in a row. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, I've definitely exported something wrong, and I'm not 100% sure why. But if I come into here,
That's the point of the stream.
yeah, it's all of it. Look at it.
That's the point of the stream.
Stop it. Stop it, Windows noises. Okay, well, why did that happen? Hey. I'm figuring it out. I'm going to figure it out right now. If I export... Oh! This is render length, not where it stops. I'm such a fool. I thought that this, I just didn't read. That's the issue. I just didn't read. I can't believe it. All right, so what I need to do is say start from there and go for 2 measures. And now that should be the correct amount of space. Okay, and now if I press the button,
That's the point of the string.
it's the right length. That one's the right length now. Haha, I figured it out. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing for this one. Control-Shift-R. From 7. Render length 2 measures. Export as 0.2. And now,
That's the point of the string.
that one also works. All right, cool. Very good. And now let's just do the same thing for this one real quick. Control-Shift-R. Starting from 9. Going for 2 measures, because that seems to be working fine so far. And now we export that as quiet.
Everybody be quiet and listen to me right now.
All right. Things are working. I'm so confused as to why none of the other buttons are working right now. Unless that, did that one work? No? No, none of them were working. Okay. Except for, of course, Awooga. Awooga is great. Awooga is working perfectly. What were the other things that we were saying? What are some other buttons, chat? What are some other buttons that are going to become extremely important for me to have in this silly stream? Because I'm ready to do this. Ratbot. I mean, Ratbot is dead now. Ratbot is gone. I do love Ratbot. But I do love a good hey stop that button with reverb. Oh, space. We did say space. Audience laughter is always an important one. And I can obviously make some of that. Let's do the simple ones first. This is probably going to end up being the scariest one that I make, isn't it? Almost certainly. Almost certainly this is going to become the worst one that I've made. But let's make a new audio track. I'll close this one off, and I'll make this one a separate section, too. Yahoo! Okay, where is everything? Good. And I do still need to make a running, because I do still want to do that one. We can make an air horn. I can make an air horn out of my mouth, out of my noises. I was about to say, I'll make an air horn out of my noises. I have my collection of noises, and I will make the air horn out of those. But first, let's make audience laughter. Audience laughter. Here's the question: is the audience laughing at me, or is the audience laughing with me? Because that is a major difference in how I'm going to record this. You know? Are they laughing? They're laughing with me? I mean, I guess I should have one laughing with, one laughing at. We'll start with a with. We'll start with a with, shall we? That'll be fine. I'm not recording this anywhere. Also, it would have been too loud anyway. It would be peaking, as I've already said a million times. All right, gotta make it quiet for a little bit. That's still peak. Just barely. Okay. And then let's do another one of these. No. No. What? What is happening? Now I can click into. Okay, got it. Thank you very much, Adelphus Virginiana. It's a good question. Here's we do probably need a dog bark / howl. We do. Oh, we need it for. You're right. We need it for the Samoyed. Anyway, my nails are just gold today. I was telling this to Karen because Karen helped put them on to my nails, and by that I mean she painted my nails. But I can't press my buttons. I can only press the other buttons. Come on, I can only press these buttons, and that's important. But Karen helped. Here, I'll go to the big screen, shall we? I like golden nails. These nails remind me of Bionicle gold. That's what I think. I think that's when I look at this, I say, oh yeah, that's the gold of a Bionicle, which is good. And thank you, Damaratus. I might make a What's So Funny. I might make it. I'll think about it. Let's finish this laughter just for right now. I gotta make a different laugh now, which is important. Also, sorry for being so quiet this entire time. I forgot to do that. I forgot to turn it back because I always forget to. Okay, here we go. I keep recording at the wrong one. All right. All right, this is gonna become. I mean, I am making What's So Funny, aren't I? I'm kind of doing it right now. I mean, maybe I will just make a What's So Funny, a totally new version of it. What are other ways of laughing? No, I'm recording at the wrong one again. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I didn't press the button. This is already becoming. I think no matter what, it's gonna be laughing at. I'm sorry, I've tried my best, but I'm pretty sure this is all gonna be laughing at me. This is all very, very frightening. A good snort. That's a good one. That's a good one, isn't it? I'm recording in the wrong one. Come on. Okay, good. All of these need to be way quieter. I already know that. But I gotta keep building him in the meantime. Let me just do that really fast. I'll just go ahead and make all these come down. No, what? No, there we go. That's good. Everything should be like that though, so I'll do it like this. There we go. Okay, gotta get a big one going right now. Make sure I'm recording in the right thing. All right, good. Another one. Somebody name another laugh. Just say some words, and then that'll be it. A nice deep oh is a great one. Game gang. Let's do that, shall we? Ah, no, I did it the wrong one again. I'll never do this right. That's good. Okay, great. Off to some good stuff right here. A clown laugh? Like that? Is that what you're talking about when you say clown laugh? That one? Is that what you're talking about? Let me do a nice like Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie laugh. Didn't arm the right one. I can try to do a Seth Rogen laugh. I don't think I'll be able to do it very well, but I'll give it a chance. What's a good... The thing is, everyone knows the Seth Rogen laugh, but it's like a surprisingly hard thing to do. It's a surprisingly hard laugh to do. It's like there's a lot of nuance to it. A lot of people when they hear the Seth Rogen laugh, they're like, "Oh, that's an iconic laugh and everyone can do it." It's a hard one to do. It's a very hard one to do because there's layers to it. Seth Rogen has a challenging laugh. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a simple laugh." No, it's not. I can't do it. Okay, sorry. Let me just.
John
Oh
Harvedian.
God! I'm just trying to. Wow, I can't believe that I'd have to. Oh, man, this is a this is a compilation. I was trying to find a Seth Rogen laughing compilation, and you better believe the only one I could find was from the Ellen Show from 6 months ago, and it has 26,000 views. That's not a very good turn around for the Ellen Show. Yeah, I do need the smoker's lung to really get it. Let's just do a. I mean, luckily it'll get buried in the deep. But you all are gonna hear me do my Seth Rogen laugh right now, and you're probably gonna be so disappointed in me. I can't do it. I liked the person who described it as egg, because that really is helpful to me. Oh, it's hard. It's really hard to do. It's higher than you think. Also, it's higher than you.
We're back with.
Just let me hear the way that he laughs. Okay, I'll just do that. That's close enough. I'm really stressing out over this. I'm like super worried about this. I have this fear that Seth Rogen's gonna be in the chat right now, and he's gonna judge me so hard over how bad I'm about to do this laugh. I'm taking this really seriously. I'm taking this like I'm in my callback audition for Seth Rogen. Don't you dare put at Seth Rogen in there. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. I'm ready. Okay, good enough. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. I hopefully. Now I turn up my audio again. I turn up my microphone so you can all hear me. And let's put this in a weird room, shall we? We got to make sure that we're putting it in like a small, what is this? Small chamber. I bet I could laugh at these people could be laughing in a small chamber. Yeah, I like small chamber. Small chamber's pretty good. Let's just put it on all of them, shall we? And then let's go ahead and make sure that I mess around with the panning. I haven't really done this yet, have I? I haven't messed around with... Oh, but I can just do it like this. This is easy. Okay, that's pretty easy. And now I can see all my audio tracks here. So if I just like bump these to random amounts of pan, then I should be able to get this to sound like I'm a little more There's a lot more stuff going on in the room right now. I guess I could try to make this exactly even, but I'm not really. Okay, so now that's over to the left, which is nice. And now all of them are kind of just at random points. And now let's hear it in context. How does this laugh sound with all of this beautiful reverb and stuff put onto it? It's a spooky again. Uh-oh, it's spooky again. Oh yeah, I could bust them, shouldn't I? I could select all the tracks and press Control-G to group them, and then it'll add all the effects to the group if I want. That's way nicer. Okay, look at that. Now that's helpful. So if I need to do that, then what I'd have to do is I'd delete all of the small chambers from this. Right? I think that's what I... again, hey.
That's the point of the stream.
It's me learning how to use Ableton. So I'm glad. Thank you for telling me how to do this, because this will make my life a lot easier in the future. So that way I don't do this again. So you're saying to me that if I grab all these tracks and I click Control-G, now I have a group. Now I've got a group that I can mess around with, and so I could take Small Room. Let's try Small Room for a change, shall we? And now that's attached to the group, but not into the each. That's great. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. This just sounds like the worst possible room of people. I don't know. I'm listening to it now and I'm thinking, wow, there's a bunch of stinkers. There's a bunch of stinkers in this room having a laugh. So this is a cacophony of stinkers. Yeah, this is a Wild West saloon. A Wild West saloon or a snooty party, either one could be there. It could be either of those. In fact, honestly, why don't I just put in a little honky-tonk piano? I'm sure you guys got a honky-tonk piano. If I search up honky-tonk... No, you don't have it. What's the point? Ableton. You don't got a honky-tonk piano in here as a preset? Unbelievable. Honky-tonk machine broke, man. It's true. Okay, let's see if I pull in an electric piano. No, but I want it to just sound like... Old might be the right preset. Is that if I search up old? I don't think that's gonna work for this right now. Yeah, it's just old school. If I search up country, maybe that'll work. Oh no, country doesn't bring up anything either. What a shame. What a shame. Saloon? I mean, I guess I could just use a grand piano, huh? Yeah. And then if I wanted to, I bet I could figure out a way. I was gonna say I can just detune it, right? Is that if I record a thing? I didn't know that there's. I mean, I know that I want to get into virtual instruments soon enough. I haven't even checked that stuff, but I'm gonna need to do that if I'm getting into there. RC20. I don't know what. I mean, I can look that up really quickly. RC20. Is that just a plugin? Oh, I see. Yes, it's a nice retro, vintage. That's nice. Okay, I'll think about that. I'll look into those a little bit later. Either way, I guess maybe for this one. Is there a thing called intonation in the plugins and the effects? Or no, it would just, I'd have to change the intonation as I go through it, wouldn't I? Okay, well, in the meantime, oh, is it the one that I looked up? You mean, oh, in terms of, like, using it through the thing that I was already, the settings. I see what you're talking about now. Okay, well, if I do something like this really quickly, and I put on the thing, I mean, I don't know how to play a nice saloon piano sounding song. I'd have to look up, like, popular song of the 1800s. Popular piano songs. A lot of good classical piano music from. Yeah, I guess was Maple Leaf Rag. When was Joplin around? When was Joplin around? I didn't even. I for some reason I just know that Scott Joplin. Oh, I didn't realize that was 1899, right at the turn of the century. Good for you, Scott. Good for you, Scott Joplin. When was he Joplin? It's a good question. You guys know the song Jopping by Super M? This is the most niche thing in the world. But if you haven't, Jopping is a great song by Super M, which is a K-pop group. And it's great because it includes the lines, the whole point. If you don't know what jopping is, it's when you are both jumping and popping. You're jopping. Because when we're jumping and popping, we jopping. And then I had the thought, what if I make a version of jopping, but it's just it's because when we jumping, it's popping, we Joplin, and then we just put on the Maple Leaf Rag for the rest of it. This is such a stupid idea. It's for no one. It's for absolutely no person. No person in the whole world would want to have that. It's just a terrible idea. Because if I were to take I'd have to cut into the voices that they're editing. We'll keep that in mind for a future watch this while you do your art. We'll keep that in mind because that's a real easy thing to hop into and do that. It would yeah, I was gonna say it seems like all 6 of the people who could enjoy that joke are in the chat right now. So congratulations to those 6 people for appreciating that absolutely nonsense joke. You know what? I'm just gonna export it as is. I'm not interested. I'm not gonna put anything else in it. We'll just keep this as a laughter bit. Because I'm sure I could use this at some point. 4 measures. 4 measures starting from 11. Control-Shift-R. 11. 4 measures. Great. I'll just export it as laugh, and then I'll pop it straight into here. I'll put it into here. Great. And now we're ready for it. Very good. Very nice. I can definitely get away with that. That seems right to me. Seems right to me. Keep trying to press other buttons. I keep trying to press other buttons and it just doesn't press them. Unfortunately, I'm trying my best out here. But I was trying to press a button that I now realize I shouldn't have even tried just yet. I should have waited for this because I have a better. I need to make the sound effect. If I'm gonna do this, I need to make the sound effect before I do anything else. Make a new. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Create. Control T? Is that what? Okay. Control T makes a new one. Good, 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 good. Oh. I got. Once again, I must lower down my sound effect or my microphone. Okay. Okay. Okay, this'll work. It's important to do as well. What I'm doing right now is making a couple new tracks. So that way I can overlay these tracks on top of each other. Because if I'm gonna make a bunch of dog howlings, I need to make sure it's a full pack. I ain't into this lone wolf narrative. I want to make sure that I have the full pack of wolves. What's the point of being a wolf if you ain't hanging out with all your cool wolf friends? Beautiful. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let me just go ahead and group these. Control G. All right, and now if I go into here, if I move, oh, this will move all of them up and down, but I'm gonna do these separately because they're all a little different. And again, I will also pan them to different sides. So that way we get a nice, beautiful. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to change the formant on these ones. Formant. Nope, not in that audio effects. If I put this in the group. No, I don't want those formants. And then what I want to do is I mean, here's another option. I guess I can hop into these ones really quick and then see what happens if I change the pitch on these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I've decided that I'm going to pitch these down a little bit. A little more wolfy that way, I think. Keep a couple higher. Just so that way I can have a couple different options. In fact, I'm going to move this one up too also. It was a little too far away. I need you to be in the right zones. Pitch up. no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'll keep that in there. We'll have one little baby wolf in there. Nice. And same with this one. All right, and then we got to make sure that they're out howling at the moon. We all know that they're all out howling at the moon. Don't even front. We know that they're howling at the moon. Oh, it's got to be not in a hall, in a special. Do you have a special thing that is called howling at the moon? What is hallucinazione? I just want to hear how this sounds. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn off S. I don't want that one, but it is fun. Wide ambiance. That's good. I'm gonna make this one a little less high-pitched. Spooky. I'm into it. It's really far back though right now, which I don't. Guess I could just change that. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get a howling at the moon sound effect in here. Got to make sure that we've got this going. 15 for like 3 measures. 15. 3 measures. Not 63 measures, just 3. Great. And then, of course, got to put the howl in there. Oh, I guess I could just pull it in from here. That works too. That works too. Beautiful. And now, what I can do, if these worked, which they're not, my buttons just... I don't know why my buttons just choose not to work at certain times. I'm a little confused. Let me see if I can pull this back up and see if this fixes. No, nothing. Sorry for not turning my microphone back. But now it should be a lot louder. There we go. Anyway, what I wanted to do was this. But I can't. I have to be a little bit. I gotta be. I'm sorry. It didn't work as smoothly as I had hoped. But what I wanted to do was to be able to press one button and have me come over to Simwayad and do this. And then say, all right, y'all, it's time for you to show me what you are doing. Show me what art you are doing. This is where I ask you all, hey, are you making art while watching this stream, which is the point of this stream? I'd love to hear what you're working on. And I think that that's pretty nice. Ooh, good job researching grad school options. Everything is art here. We all know this. This is very important. Oh, working on your Animal Crossing island. I gotta say, I've been playing, or rather, I haven't been playing entirely. Karen has been playing Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, a fantastic game. We finished it, but they've got an Animal Crossing in that game, and that's what I played. I just played that minigame the entire time, which was very good. Ooh, I love to see all the people who are working on video games right now. That's pretty fantastic. Pretty dang cool. Ooh, making new designs for room acoustic treatment. Withing Zero, that's fun. Acoustic stuff is basically magic to me. I know very little about it, but I know a bunch of people who do it professionally, and it just seems so strange. I don't know how you figure it out. I can't wrap my head around it at all. But that's all fun. Whew. Oh, nice. Working on some portfolios. I love to see that. That's okay. If you're visiting your mom, UNASP, and not able to do art, visiting your mom is a type of art. That's what I always say. I've been saying that forever. And that's
the point of the stream.
the point of the stream. Is telling you that everything is art. That's what matters most. Some good stuff going on right here. I love to see all of the art that's happening through a text format, because once again, I haven't set up anything that allows you to share that art with me unless you're on my Patreon, because there's like a little art thing that you can do. But I've got to figure that out. Maybe that's what we should do for the last hour of this. Although that's really boring stuff. Is like, I need to figure out on my end if I'm going to open a Discord or something, because I think that that's the easiest way to make sure that I'm just seeing the group of folks who are coming here to hang out and make art, and that's all that really matters. I don't love having a Discord that is about me, but I do like having a Discord that is about the art that you make. That could be okay. So I might think about that. I know that there are a couple of unofficial Discords that exist, and I much appreciate all of those people who are doing that on their own, because I haven't really done anything about that. I am bad at social media stuff. There you go. That's just I'm going to make sure I throw in my laugh track whenever I need. Anyway. Good stuff. Let's come back to the PC, shall we? I really like the the different noises that we've made so far. I think that I'll be able to use them in a lot of different formats. I like being able to do my little wolf sound effects whenever I want. But you know what we should also do? Let's talk about... I want to chat with you all about what we think. I mean, maybe I'll just stay over in this some Wyod screen because it's a little bit bigger, and then I can actually see your chats a little more. But I was going to ask, are there types of things... What are the things that you like to make your art with, right? Because for me, whenever I am doing a visual art, I like to listen to my podcasts. I like to throw on something simple in the background that I don't need to pay very much visual attention to. But I'm trying to figure out what things you all like to see in the backgrounds of things. I mean, I guess that's how it all works. Yeah, that is the worst part about making music, is that you can't listen to other music. Although I did know someone who was able to edit videos while listening to podcasts, and that seems terrible to me. That sounds terrible. I cannot imagine editing a video while listening to a podcast. I would get neither of those things done. But I'm impressed at someone who can do it. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just keep doing this. But yeah, chill streams, easy things. I'm glad to see that tends to be the case for a lot of people here. Yeah. I have definitely done that too, where I've listened to a playlist for a while and then it stopped and I just haven't changed it to anything else, and I've forgotten that I was listening to music at some point. But it's just how it is. Game shows are a great thing to throw on in the background. I agree with that fully. I've done that with reality shows and gaming shows and everything like that. It's pretty easy to do. It's nice to listen to. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I wonder what... I mean, I've already talked about doing a Celine Dion cover album just through this. I still need to upload my Share song to my Patreon. That'll go up today. I mean, here's the thing. I love what we made over here with my share song. I'm very happy with the cover that we created. I also know that it's not as good as I would want it to be, but I like how we ended up here because first off, I like how it sounds.
Do you believe?
But I also like how raw it is because I hope that I can come back to this in a couple months and be like, oh, I would have done this so differently. I would have made this song this way. I would have done this thing. This is something I didn't know about Ableton. And I think that that's maybe what I'll just keep doing on this stream is giving myself an easy song or something to listen to. Occasionally I might play a video game if there's a really good one that's come out, or if I got space that I haven't done. But yeah, it's a whole new space. These two sweethearts look over all the art that we make here, and it's all great, and I'm very happy about it. Anyway, what should we let's I feel like I need to I still want to make that intro sequence. I still want to make a different version of this. Because I love that. I think it's really good, and I'll probably keep it in some format. But I want to have an intro. I want a theme song. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a theme song for this beautiful, terrible, wonderful stream where I don't do anything really. So I'm willing to give this a I mean, Believe is a bit of our theme song, isn't it? Somebody had mentioned there's an easy way in Ableton how to make a sample instrument in Ableton. Okay. So there's a couple different ways to do this. Sequence the MIDI notes to trigger them. Okay. 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 So there's a couple different things. Let's bring back Ableton Live. I'm trying to see if there's an easy way. Here's my Ableton tutorial that I'm currently reading right now as I'm trying to figure this thing out. From Sound on Sound by the Slicing Drum Rack. Okay. Easiest thing is to drop the audio clip into a sampler MIDI device. Is that really all you have to do? If I take, is there just an instrument called a sampler? I just take this one? Do I just drop this straight into the MIDI? Okay. Okay. So if I just... Ah! Ooh! Oh! Ah! Oh, that's... I will always be clipping. Ha! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, I'm still clipping, even with just that. I'm not even being loud right now. E, ah, oh, ah, eh, ah, oh, ah, eh, ah, oh. Eh, ah. Really beautiful work there, Brian. This is all I want. And so then, if I just take this would automatically... You just drop it straight into the sampler? Really? Is that all you have to do? Because this is nothing. Huh. oh, oh, ah, eh, ah, ah. Really beautiful. In the sampler device, it says drop sample here. Where is that? I guess I'll find that out, huh? Oh, I see drop sample here. The very clear thing that says drop sample here. Eh, ah. So what I would do is I'd just take this. Okay, all right. Let me just try a different sample real quick. Hey, oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Hip, up, hip, oh, bop, bip, bip, boop. Yeah, beautiful. Boop. And now if I come in here and I delete this. So let me just try a new thing. Drop sample in here, and then if I just take this one and I just get it somewhere in the middle. All right. I'm going to use this sound. I don't love what I'm doing right there. Let me see. Thank you very much, Lowry123, for subscribing. If I wanted to, I guess I could literally just do put the audio effects onto this really quickly. Like if I take a I don't want that. I want hmm. It's a better bass noise. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna try. This is a lot of fun already. I'm thinking that if I were to take something like this as an audio, okay, so if I take this audio and I were to put it through a filter, I'm still peaking. Okay, and now what I do is I take an audio effect and I take my plugin for Voloco. I put that in really quickly. Don't worry about that. That's fun already. That's kind of fun. Yeah, because that just automatically puts me on the note. I'm already turning myself into like Microsoft Sam. Now, if I wanted to do this, this wouldn't keep the sample, this wouldn't keep the effects on it, would it? If I were to take this part. I like how that sounds, though. Track flatten to apply the effects. Makes sense. That would make sense. So if I take this, you know what? Let me also give this a, I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to get rid of everything else. Put this over here just so I can hear it out of context. Fun. Cool. All right. And so if I take this and I don't want to put too much on here outside of maybe like okay, this is gonna get a little loud. Sorry everybody. Let me turn this down in the meantime to make sure that I'm not gonna blast your eardrums right now. Bring this way down. Okay. And now if I take this and I say flatten. Somebody said it was right click the track and then flatten it. That's freeze track. That's different. Oh, freeze it and then you flatten it. Okay, so I do freeze it first. Freeze the arrangement, flatten the track, and now it doesn't have that anymore, which means that if I put a sampler into this one, then that'll make it. And I just put it right up to here. I'm going to put it right in the middle because I like it when I don't have any intro. Great. What does the different sustain mode mean? Oh, is that where this sustain? Okay, so it does it. I can, or I could go backwards with it in ping pong. Okay, funny. That's fun. Okay. I mean, maybe I just do that really quickly first. I like a bass line. Yeah, I was definitely thinking this is a real Doom sounded instrument when it's down here. Oh, I forgot to put on the click. In fact, you know what? What am I doing? I'll do this in this version because I think this is easier. Okay, that's a bass line right there. That's a bass line right there. sorry, I forgot to put it in there. Easy enough. You know what, this is a chance for me to use that thing that I found out the other day, which was really fun, and I really liked it, which is where I speed up my own beatboxing. And I think I'm going to try to do that real fast. I think I'm going to look for that. I'm going to see if I can make that work. Show automation, baby. Put this in here now. I'm trying to figure out what's... I think something like that, which will be a little more, right? Something like that. Thank you very much, Therm Can't Read, for rating. Welcome to this very silly stream that you can watch while you do your art. Wolf Horde! Wolf Horde! Love to see my pal Wolf Horde in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're making a little sound right now. We're just goofing around. We're just goofing around, learning a new program. I'm gonna have to lower the microphone quite a bit. Okay, something like that should work. Let's see if I can do it okay. Recording in the wrong section again. You know I love to do that, baby. Thank you, Lowell Soden, for also subscribing. Much appreciated. And thank you also to Froggers1679 and to Flying Moose Man for also just subscribing. You're all very, very kind. Much appreciated. Also, as a reminder, if you want to subscribe to a place where I update more than this Twitch, you can go to my Patreon. That's where the business is, baby. That's both in the literal and the metaphorical sense. That's where the business is. It's where I do my business mostly, is on Patreon. But anyway, I'm gonna try to record this, and then we'll speed it up and we'll see how it sounds. All right, now I think that I can loop that pretty well, but let's see what I can do real quick. If I bring it back up to the correct amount, 142. Let's see how it sounds. So if I were to do it like this, let's see if this sounds like it's okay looping. Okay, if I do enough other stuff to it, it should be fine. It's just a little behind the beat, which I expect because I guess I just haven't nailed my haven't fixed my buffering issue, which is okay. You know, you gotta figure that stuff out as you go. Now let's try duplicating this and let's see how this sounds. You know what? I'm gonna do the later section because I think this part was a little think maybe I'll do... You know, I don't like this beat at all, actually. I've decided I don't like this beat. I've decided that actually the problem is I don't like this beat. Thank you, Faye Fibs. Much appreciated. I mean... what I'm looking for is a drum and bass track. Like, I'm looking for an extremely, extremely fast thing. And so that's not going to work for me. I need to make this a little better. I need to go to 60, and that'll be fine. Thank you, the Commander Rod, for also rating. Somebody else rated just before. That's why I said also rating, if you were confused, because you just got here because you just rated. That's why I said also. But welcome. Can I do... I'm subdividing it so I can hear the clicks more. Okay, I can do something like that, maybe. And we'll see if that works. Let's give it a try, shall we? Sorry I'm so quiet right now. It's because I have to make it quiet in order to record into this. I apologize, everybody. The metronome does work on top of it, but I'm gonna put in a little 4 on the floor to make this work a little bit better, I think. All right, something worked in there, right? So, surely something has worked in there. Let's time this better. Okay, now if I take these 4. And now I take it and I bring it back to full speed and I turn this back to 4/4 so that way I don't have to hear the click as much. Too fast. Too fast. I was too fast. Oh no, I'm too fast. It's unlistenable. Unlistenable. Didn't work at all. That worked so poorly. I'm just testing here, as we all know. I'm testing here! And as we all know...
That's the point of the stream!
That's the point of the stream. Okay, well, if that's the case, that was a little too fast. I guess I can bring this to, like, 92, and then I can do the same thing. And then that might work better. Something like that might work, I guess. We'll see. Let's get that to be the correct. Not that far. Okay. Let's see if this works. I really can't tell if it will. I'm, in fact, pretty sure it won't, but you never know until you try. No, don't delete it. Feels better to me. Let's see how it sounds in context with this. Cool. Sounds okay. And that means that what I can do now is start messing around with the effects, because what I remember, if I remember correctly, what we did to make it sound really fun last time was I took one of these audios and I pitched it way down. I pitched it like down by 12, if I'm not mistaken. That should be fine. Okay, that's fine. And then this one I would take and I'd pitch it up a little bit. Okay. And then if I duplicate this, this sounds okay. And then this should also work with it. And if I listen to both of them. Okay, okay. That's fun. It's kind of interesting. And then I want to put in a, I can group this. Look at me. Look at me learning. I group these two audio tracks. I say, you both come with me. You're a group now. And then I can mess around with the audio effects for both of them. Which should be pretty easy, because then I can just loop these out. Oh, nope, I can't. Oh, I remember now. So if I just take both of these and I say duplicate, okay, it works. It works fine. And then I take all this. Okay, cool. What I want to do with this is almost like denoise it or something. Audio effects. No, that's not what I want. If I can get, I mean, maybe if I just do live with my lovely phasers. What happens if this sounds, what does this sound like if I'm, that's pretty wild. I don't know if I like that. Sounds like I'm fighting the water temple boss in Ocarina of Time. I don't know if this is going to be the theme song. I wasn't planning. I was planning to make this the theme song, but what I've ended up making is something completely different. And
That's the point of the stream.
that's the point of the stream.
That's the point of the stream.
That's the point of the stream. Let's do a little EQ. Boom capture. Okay. And now let's just do, for fun, for me, I'm just gonna do it. Try this one, shall we? No, let's just do this like this, shall we? We'll do a... I kind of like having one that's just the kicks. It's a fun kick. I like that kick a lot. That's really fun. So if I were to just do something like this. It's fun, but it's not... I mean, I need to fix this is the thing. I see someone saying that putting in a drum bus can help fix some of the sounds, which I am willing to give it a try. I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's see how... Bonzo on the dials. I want to know what Bonzo on the dials sounds like. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta listen to what Bonzo on the dials is. I have to. It's a lot. That's a lot cleaner. If this has nothing. I kind of like that a lot. And it sounds a little better in context, I think. These are loud though. These are very loud right now, which means that I need to dump some of this just for right now. Because this audio is so quiet right now, and I like it, but I also need it to be more. What is Instant Mayhem gonna do to this? Oh, this could be a problem. This might be a problem, but let's remember to turn up my microphone first, Brian. Remember that first, Brian. You stopped recording audio like 12 minutes ago, Brian. Brian! Brian! That's okay.
That's the point of the stream!
Let's hear how it sounds with this put on it. Yes. Yes. This is before. This is after. Now that I can get into. Maybe what I need to do right here. Let's not be foolish about this, shall we? This is what I want, actually. Okay. Kind of takes over everything, though. The bass is so good with all that instant. Pardon me. I have no idea what this is going to be. It's probably not going to be anything. If I'm being fully honest with you, it's probably not going to be anything. I'm probably not going to do anything with this at some point. But in the meantime, for the last 10 minutes, I'm going to get weird with it. I'm going to get weird with it right now because we're going to play around with let's do this, shall we? Delete everything. Delete everything that I've done so far. In fact, except for this. This needs to be now. If I do this, can I just do some loops for the rest of the day? Cool. All right. And then if I were to do this, Control T, new audio, delete this audio. Now I can come in through here, if I'm not mistaken. If I put this on, no. Put that on. Okay. Is that a weird delay? I think it is. So if I... Ooh, okay. That's going to be tough. Because I can hear myself in this, obviously. There's going to be a little bit of a latency as I'm doing this. Because what I wanted to do was just turn this on and hit play. But that might be weird. Yeah. But if I put a weird delay on this anyway, then we might be in business. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Nice. What key are we in? I mean, I guess I could just put it in chromatic. Hard chromatic, baby. Now we're in business, but what I should also put this before. Yeah. You know what? I am gonna still put it into this. Yeah. Okay. folks.
That's the point of the stream. That's the point of the stream. That's the point of the stream.
Come on. Watch this while you do your art.
Now it's just this. Come on. Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. All you want at once. There we go. Now it didn't work. Oh, well. No. That's not where I want it. Want it to be over here. Not interested in that. There we go. Let me find a good one. Changing this. I'm going back to Mars.
Okay. I should turn this off now. Okay. There we go. Folks, that was a fun little jam. I feel like I've learned a lot about this. I feel like I could get this way better. I could get this into a nice, like, easy looping thing in the background. I haven't quite made it there yet, but someday, maybe. Someday. That's the point of this stream.
That's the point of the stream.
And I am excited to see where it goes from here. folks, I hope you all had a good time making art. If you did make some art, I would love to hear about it. What's that noise? Could that be some Wyad? Could that be some Wyad? To ask you one last time, if you made some art during this stream, I'd love to hear about it. But I also, while I'm asking you about this, I want you to know that I'll be back on Monday, and I think my plan is to come on to stream for about 3 hours on Mondays from 2 to 5 PT. I think that's the plan. But I love to see that people are still working on their websites, on their coding. Ooh, started drawing a scary guy. That sounds great. I love that. That's fun. Oh, a nice Hero Forge mini is fun too. Good job sending scary emails. That is a hard thing to do, and that is an art form. We all know that that's an art form. That is a fact. We all know this. But I will be back here on Monday, and I think from Monday on, we're going to try to do this every week on Mondays from 2 to 5. And that might have to change. It might change just to be like randomly in the afternoons on Mondays. But I think it's a good thing for me to be able to do my work on those Mondays, to just get out of my own head and create for the sake of creating, because heaven knows I need to work on that very much. But I am gonna just go ahead and not save that song that I just made, because that's okay. I don't need it to be around anymore. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you hopefully on Monday if you come back for WTWYDYA, which stands again for Watch This While You Do Your Art. Very, very easy to remember name. Very super cool and good acronym. I'll catch you all soon. Have a wonderful weekend. And as a reminder, that was a spooky awooga in the background. I hope you all had a good time. I'll catch you all soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.